Good afternoon and welcome, guys. Holy cow, guys, welcome. Good morning, welcome, or afternoon, actually, our later start stream. Guys, my name is Trey. This is Topic Tech, where the topic is tech. Super glad to have you guys here. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Gonna check to make sure everything is going good sound-wise. All right, we're good. Awesome, perfect. Welcome to this afternoon stream. And welcome to the end of September, to September 29th, and we are moments away from October, which I'm excited for. I don't know about you guys. It's getting cooled down. It's not so hot outside anymore, and holidays is right around the corner. And you know what comes with holidays? Better prices for new tech. Yes. Maybe not new tech, but just tech in general. New to you or new to me, whichever way it goes. Which we have a couple of really cool things to talk about new tech wise. If you didn't notice, we're using a different microphone. If you've watched the channel before, welcome back. If you're new, hi, welcome. Glad to have you. We're going to be talking about a couple of microphones, specifically this new microphone by Shure. This is the MV7X, which has been just released yesterday, actually. They just released this microphone. It's been out for a while for just the MV7 model. But we'll talk about the MV7X a little bit today, as well as another microphone on the horizon. Well, it's here. It's not on the horizon. It's actually here. The MV88. We'll talk about who this microphone is for as well, too. We're doing an unboxing. We'll sample the audio as well, too. This one's USB, so it'll just be plug and play, so it should be good. But we'll be doing that as well today too, as well as talking about one of my new favorite games of all time. Not all time. That's a little exaggeration. Maybe not all time, but at least for now. The game of the year potential. And that's New World. That's our first item on the carousel. Anyways, if you guys are watching on YouTube, hello YouTube, welcome. We have a full carousel of all the products we're going to talk about today, as well as we might just dabble in some other things like computer tech. If you guys have questions about literally anything computer-wise available here at Amazon or just in general, that's what this talk show is about, is just talking tech. It's the Wednesday Talking Tech Show. We'll call it that. But we will highlight a couple of products in the carousel. The first 5 or so, maybe 10, depends on how far we get. But of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the chat as we're going on. You can interrupt me. We're not in any order. I'm not on any time slot or time stamp. So we got all day, or the sooner the better. We can get out of here. We can go back to gaming. That works too. But please feel free to ask any questions. If there's something in your cart, let's say you're doing some shopping, you're looking for a gift, or maybe you need a little more clarification on something. I don't know everything, but I'm happy to look at it with you side by side. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first item on our carousel is, like I mentioned, a video game. It's a little different. We don't normally talk about games here. I say normally, but we still do. And I've been putting a few, let's just say out of the last 48 hours, I probably put 20 hours into this game so far. And that is, as soon as I can get it pulled up, this here. Oh, I didn't check. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Sorry, I have to uninstall my setup and reinstall everything every time I switch between gaming and streaming. It's a little headache right now, but hey, we'll figure it out. We just gotta do it live. That's what the best part about being live is, you guys get to see kind of like the behind the scenes of everything. And he's back. Hey, Marv, welcome back, dude. Oh, you're saying I'm back. You're back, but I'm back as well too. Welcome back, man. Yeah, so we were just talking about the game we were playing this morning, and that is New World. New World's a brand new MMO game brought to you by Amazon or Prime Gaming, to bring you a massive multiplayer online game where you craft, you skill yourself up, you gear up, and you fight against monsters, beasts, the environment, but also you can play and fight against other players as well too. It's pretty cool, and most importantly, you're back. Yeah, hey, thanks, man. So that's what's available right now. It just launched yesterday. You might have heard about it. Maybe a friend mentioned it to you, asked you, hey, are you playing New World? This is what it is. This is what New World is. New World, again, is a brand new MMO brought to you by Amazon Games. They've never made a massive multiplayer like this before, so it's kind of their first attempt. I think it really it went really smooth. The servers are running really smooth and haven't had any hiccups or glitches or anything bad. That was more of like a game, like a way to make the game not feel good. So I'm pretty happy that it has been pretty nice so far. So I'm looking forward to putting some more hours into it. But essentially, let me summarize it. You are a character in a world, a shipwreck actually, and you have nothing. You start with nothing. And the NPC on the beach teaches you how to make your own weapons, how to get your own food, and how to craft and how to level up. That way you can help fight the end game boss, essentially. But there's tons of other people. Actually, there's exactly 1,000 other people around you in different factions. So you pick a faction. There's a player economy where trading it becomes very important. So how much silk is in your server. So each server has its own group of people, 1,000 or so people. And within that world, speaking of people, Val Guy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I don't know if we have fireworks working today. They do. There they are. I don't have the audio for them. Here it is. Thank you so much for the follow. And guys, if you are enjoying the stream, we just got started. Be sure to hit the follow button. That way you'll know when we go live every time. So thank you so much, Val Guy. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, New World is fantastic. It's $40. So let's just get that out of the way. $40. But that's it. That's the only thing you have to pay for. There is an in-game currency where you can pay money, but everything in the store in the game is cosmetic. So there's skins. Those skins can be put on any item that you own. There's items for your house that you can pay for with real money. There's dyes. So if you want to change the color of your outfit or your gear, you can do that with real money as well too. But that's it. That's all you have to pay for. So it's not like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy where you have to pay a monthly subscription to be able to play the game or get like in-game bonuses per month. This is just flat $40, and then now you have the game. So that could change in the future. Who knows? But that's very minimal. Does it come with friends? Yes, technically yes. If you play Justice, you can play with us. You can join the guild. Speaking of guilds, you join guilds. You have to conquer territories. You have to take over them. Either buy them and pay the tax or pay the monthly or whatever. I think it's either daily or monthly. I'm not sure what the difference is, but you have to pay fees and you have to provide, protection for that city. It's very political. It's kind of crazy. Justice, you look surprised. I don't know why. You can always play games with us, but you never do. Disappointing. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite games this year. You could be a sorcerer, you could be a gunsmith, you could be a sword swinger, you could be a tank. Chopper is trying to chew my camera cable. My dog. Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Hold on. Okay, no. I thought he actually did unplug our camera cable. That goes to something. Oh, it does go to that camera. How did you get that unplugged? My dog, man. This is what I get for not having an actual studio. Guys, if you click on the links down below and purchase something, maybe we can afford our own studio so I don't have to live stream with my dog chewing my cables. Like he's literally actually chewing my cables. Hold on. Let me stop him. I'll play some music for you guys. Here's the culprit. Here he is. Yes, you. Chewing my cables. Definitely knows better. Come on now, chop chop. We live, yeah. Question comes from Atomic Playa. Excuse me. Do you think New World will come to Luna? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Why not? It's an Amazon game, and it's an Amazon platform, so why not? There's tons of other games that are available on Luna that are probably less graphically inclined than New World is. But New World wants to get that initial money, to fund the servers, because it's probably very expensive to fund all those servers. So they're trying to get as much money as they can now. Maybe in 60 days, I could see a 60-day, so maybe December 1st, we could see New World come to Luna, and that could be a game that it entices more people to join in and play. And then that monthly subscription that you're paying for Luna and get to access to the game, that could go to, Amazon another way or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be definitely a really cool, if you sign up for Luna now, you can get to play New World. Be pretty cool. And you don't have to worry about having a high-end gaming PC. In order to play it. So, yeah, there's lots of benefits to being able to play gaming or Luna. Now, the only thing about it is you really have to have really good internet to reduce or eliminate that latency, if there's any. Luna's great for single-player games because you're not up against somebody with a lower ping, but you gotta realize that your computer connecting to a server to be able to play the game, there's gonna be some latency or some ping between your computer, the server, and then the servers that the game is on. So, and it's a PvP game, not gonna be probably a a really good experience. So my son accidentally signed up for Luna and I didn't notice, so I tried it, and it's pretty cool technology. Yeah, it's very awesome. It is the future of consoles. Like, you don't need to have a console anymore. You just have a smartphone or a smart TV, and then just log into your gaming account. And as long as you have good, fast internet, which internet's going to be more reliable here. So, is the game done? Yeah, it's not in beta anymore. It's released. It's been in beta for over a year. It was in closed beta, like closed, tight-lipped beta for like a year. And then it was an open beta last year. And then now it's fully released. So they'll patch it and stuff like that. They'll do some like like fixing bugs and stuff still, but the game's not like gonna drastically change, which it's changed a lot since I played it the first time to now. Like, gold is a lot harder to come across as one of the like most noticeable differences. And also the crafting is a little faster. The first time I played, crafting and leveling up your like gear and stuff it seemed like it would take forever, and it's much faster now. Like, I'm already level like 30 and some, and I haven't even really been trying to level it up. So where before it's much slower. V Williams, hey, I forgot something I was supposed to do for you. I totally forgot. But welcome back. I remember you from yesterday. Man, I have no idea what it was. What did I say? I've completely forgot. Welcome back. Glad to have you here today. Welcome. What's the difference between standard and deluxe edition? Great question. Here, I'll scroll down for you and show you the difference. I think I have to go click the deluxe edition for it to give me the list. Yeah, it is. We are in the category, right? We are. Cool. Perfect. So the standard edition, you get the game, right? That's the main thing you're buying, right? The deluxe edition gives you these skins. So you're paying $10 to get the Woodsman armor skin and the Woodman hatchet skin. So you can get your armor from head to toe, your hat, your chest, all this stuff. You can get a skin for it. You also get a massive house pet. So when you buy a house in the game, which you will at some point after you're level 15, you'll be able to have a pet dog in your house. And you can just kind of sit there and guard your front door. It's kind of cool. You can also have an emote, the rock, paper, scissors emote. And also you get an access to the New World digital art. It's actually like a file on your computer. You can go through and look at all the digital art. And it's a ton of it. It's a lot of it. That's it. Do I think it's worth it? Nah. I kind of regret. I say I regret it, but I enjoy the game enough. I'm happy to have those exclusive skins and stuff, because you can't get those skins by themselves. And if you did, like the armor skins that you buy in game with money, real money, but you can buy it in game. You can get a skin for around $10 just by itself. So you get a skin. The hatchet skin's probably like $8 by itself, and it's quite a bit. It adds up. But for somebody who's really enjoying the game, and let's say you skip, a trip to, Starbucks, or instead of going out to eat tonight, you eat ramen and you spend, $10 in a game that you really enjoy to get a skin, then hey, there you go. But you don't have to spend any money in the game. You don't have to buy the deluxe edition to enjoy the game for what it is. There's even ways of getting free skins by watching some exclusive channels on Twitch that allow you to unlock different skins, like weapon skins and armor skins. You just got to watch like an hour, 2 hours worth of that live stream, and then it just unlocks for you. You have to, of course, link your accounts, link your Amazon account with New World and your Twitch account, and then you unlock those skins. It's pretty easy, pretty free. But yeah, that's it. Do I think it's worth it? Nah. I'd say just the standard edition's fine, because like I said, if there are any skins, like the Woodsman armor skin isn't that cool, to be honest. There's other skins that you can get for free. Like skins that I got for free from watching on Twitch are actually a little cooler. But then also, if you want to buy your own skin in the game, they'll have some exclusive ones that they cycle through, just like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all those, Apex. You can buy the skin that they'll have a new design for. Like, let's say Halloween, they might have a pumpkin head. And you can buy the pumpkin head for however much. Not sure how much they'll charge for it, but like $6, let's say. So I'd just save the $10 and put it towards something that you really want in the game. the in-game store. So yeah, just buy the standard. But yeah, that's New World in a nutshell. I can see myself playing it for a couple more hours. As soon as we're done with this live stream, I'm already in the queue for getting back in. Yeah, there's a queue right now because there's thousands of people, and our server is pretty populated. It's the server that I was wanting to avoid, but now that I'm already leveled up to like level 17, I don't really want to start over again. If I could transfer servers, I probably would. But yeah, just gotta log in early enough to get your spot. All right, next on the list, we have some new tech. Well, not really new tech, but this is somewhat new for a lot of people. And this is a great upgrade for your computer as well, too. If you guys are looking to avoid ways to making your computer faster, if it's, if your computer's running kind of slow, let's say you're installing New World and it's just taking forever to download the game itself or load into the game once you get in the server. A big effect of it, and also like rendering the world, a big effect that you might not really realize is your hard drive speed. And that's where this particular piece of equipment can be a game changer for gaming, your everyday use, and just overall health of your PC long term, having a good hard drive. Here is the WD Black, which this is their Black edition. This is their better performing hardware. This is the Gen 4, meaning the Gen 4 has a little bit faster refresh rate. However, it's not going to be that much faster for this particular one because this one's up to 3600 megabits per second. But we're talking about this compared to even an SSD, a solid state hard drive. Those are going to perform at best 600 megabits per second. So we're talking nearly six times as much speed on this hard drive than your traditional SSD. And that's, Samsung hard drives, Western Digital hard drives, any SSD that's out there, you're not going to get the speeds that you would a M.2 hard drive. And these install pretty easily. It slides into a slot. You have to set down a cooling pad if your motherboard has one. But it's pretty simple to install. It's practically plug and play. You do have to take your computer, you open up your computer on the side, but I would say this is easier to install than a SSD because you don't have to run power to it. There's no power cords or any cables that need to run to it. You simply lay it onto the motherboard, screw it into place, turn your PC on, and then you're good to go. So this one also being under $100. It's finally seen M.2 hard drives and Gen 4 M.2 hard drives at that. Seeing them come in at under $100 is pretty impressive. So that's always a very nice. But yeah, this one's going to give you the speed and performance of the latest hard drives that give you a really good price too. So yeah, Justice is still loading the stream right now because he doesn't have this hard drive. Can I, I wonder if I can show this. There it is. Still loading your message, Justice. We need you to upgrade your hard drive so we can, load it in a little faster. But yeah, so great price right now. This is a deal of the day, meaning that it's only going to be available. Welp. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's only going to be available at this price for the rest of today. Now, and that is 12 hours and 4 minutes left. So half the day is already gone. So you have just a few more hours left. But these are in stock and available. You can order them right now and have it delivered today by between 5 and 10 p.m. That's actually really cool. So if you live in the area where this is available. So M.2 and Gen 4 for under $100, very good deal. Yeah. Now, it is Gen 4. However, you're not getting Gen 4 speeds. It just gives you the capabilities. And I forget what the other benefit of Gen 4 is, but it gives you the capabilities of Gen 4 for this chip. I want to believe that this will also work on because it is actually, where did it go? I thought I just saw it. Yeah, I don't know what up to 3600 next gen. I want to double check and see if actually this will not work for the PS5 because it doesn't have a heatsink. You could buy a heatsink for it, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, 2280. So yeah, this may work. I'll have to do some more research if you guys are looking for a hard drive for your PlayStation 5 to upgrade the capacity of it. PlayStation finally pushed an update a couple weeks ago where you can install your own hard drive finally. And I believe that this one might meet the minimum requirements. I think the read write speed is a little too low. I think it needs to be 4,000 and not 3,600. But most Gen 4 M.2 hard drives are 7,000. So this one's, not pushing those speeds. You may be able to overclock this one. But yeah, still, M.2 hard drive, it is backwards compatible to the Gen 3 as well too. Upgrading your hard drive or adding this to your computer if you don't have one, giving yourself a terabyte of super fast internet or super fast hard drive speeds for less than $100, and you can have this delivered as soon as today. So it's pretty nice. Something I can definitely recommend for anybody that's gaming. Believe it or not, you may think, oh, I need more RAM. You're actually going to take more performance gains from having a hard drive of this capacity and this speed than you would adding, 16 or 32 gigabytes more RAM to your computer, in my opinion. Now, of course, the graphics card will be more beneficial than RAM, but I feel like this hard drive, or upgrading your hard drive from a SSD, or even hopefully you don't still have a traditional HDD, the one that spins. They come in bigger capacities for a lot less and cheaper, but the speeds that you're getting for those are less than 100 megabytes per second. So you're talking about, and they still work. I mean, it's fine. Speed is key, but like installing a game as big as New World, say for example, and then loading into the game and wanting to render in things faster, it's going to be pulling a lot from your CPU and GPU, but also it has to read and write that information from your hard drive as well too. So your bottleneck starts to get smaller and smaller the slower your hard drive speeds are. So going to something like this can make a big difference on your performance overall versus upgrading RAM. I think a lot of people think because it's so easy, and this is just as easy, upgrading RAM will make the big difference to your PC performance, where this will actually double that, if not triple. So definitely recommend the M.2 hard drive. And this one's a 1 terabyte. Now this one, the next one on the carousel, is a 2 terabyte. This one I'm actually more interested in because 2 terabyte M.2 hard drives have been traditionally very expensive because the manufacturers and just the whole design factor of that big of a capacity has never really been affordable, in my opinion. Like to a consumer, it was normally over $100 per terabyte, and we are still in that category, but we're still far cheaper than we've ever been before with the WD Black 2 terabyte edition size. So this one also is a Gen 3 instead of a Gen 4. You're still getting 3,400 megabits per second, but you're getting 2 terabytes for right under $260. Normally, this is $400, and it's been that price since I remember M.2 hard drives becoming more affordable. So now we're around $100 per terabyte, to be more exact, $130 per terabyte, which is the going rate for the regular 1 terabyte M.2 hard drive. You're getting 2 terabytes in one. This is more convenient because M.2 hard drive space on motherboards are fewer than you would have SATA ports. So most PCs, I would say you'd have anywhere from 4 to 6 to even 8 SATA drives that you can install into a computer. While on most PCs nowadays, if you've had a motherboard manufactured within the last 4 to 6 years, you have two bays, 2 slots. And one of those might be taken up by a Wi-Fi card. So if you don't want Wi-Fi on your motherboard, then you might have to swap it out and things like that. So assuming there's two bays on your computer, if you were only installing the $130 price range 1 terabyte hard drive, the most your PC is going to have is 2 terabytes, which that's exactly what I have is 2 terabytes, 2 M.2 terabyte hard drives. And that's not enough. My capacity is full because these big games that are coming out, Call of Duty, Valorant, which I uninstalled, thankfully. I'm trying to think of others. Ark Survival Evolved is a game I play pretty often. Now Valheim, now also New World. These games start to add up. Halo Infinite, I didn't install the Halo Infinite because I just don't have enough space. I heard horror stories that somebody had to uninstall Windows in order to install the Halo Infinite beta because their PC just did not have enough hard drive space and didn't want to install or buy new hard drives. So, but yeah, it's just crazy things like that. Just hard drive space is becoming more and more valuable as games and programs become more expensive. We're sitting here with, so much space that having only 2 slots, you have to utilize that space pretty heavily with something like this. So 2 terabyte hard drive, it's $260, which makes it $130 per terabyte, which I'm okay with paying to upgrade to have double the capacity per slot. I only have 2 slots, so this will give me 2 terabytes per slot. I'm not really ready to upgrade just yet, but this is fantastic idea. So especially if you don't have an M.2 hard drive at all right now and you do want to take advantage of the speeds, but also don't want to lose capacity, because you can still use your SSDs and have this in combination. I would install maybe your OS on this M.2 hard drive and then put some of your programs or backup files to your SSD. So that way you don't have that taking up space. So, but great price. Deal of the day as well too, meaning you only have 11 hours and 56 minutes left. So that is a good benefit and a bad benefit because you have to make up your mind really fast. But yeah, again, this is normally $400. And at that $400 price point, because I've never seen this particular, price point on M.2s. 13,000 ratings paid around that $400 price point. So they were okay with paying it for that $400. Imagine getting this 5-star product. Whoa, I just realized that. 4.9 out of 5-star products at $140 off. $140 off today only. So it's a really good price, especially what you're paying for and what you're getting. Man, now I'm considering getting this because it's a great price. Yeah, it's a fantastic price, man. You should pick one up. $259, $130 per terabyte, which is a perfect deal. That's exactly what it's going for. If you were to buy like a different one. Now, we just looked at the Western Digital black 1 terabyte for $97. So if you buy 2 of those, sure, you can only put those 2 in those 2 slots, but that's your max capacity. But if you were to get 2 of these, now you have 4 terabytes, and that's plenty of storage for all of your gaming needs. So pretty fantastic. Next on the list, we have, I dropped my cap. Oh, well, we just can't spill our water. Just got to drink it. Next on the list, I'm glad you guys are here hanging out with us. Hopefully you're enjoying. Hold the phone. Un momento. I lost my place. Oh, there it goes. I didn't realize that did that. Next on the list, Amazon just introduced some more new products for you guys. And this one I'm happy to announce is something that I could definitely back because I feel like everybody needs a smart thermostat. Whether you live in an apartment or your home, everybody has a thermostat in most cases. I guess you could say not everybody. I think up north and in other places, the AC doesn't exist. You don't have air conditioning. You just have a wood-burning fireplace. You open a window when it's too hot, and that's your life. But for us here in the South, where it's humid and it gets hot and somewhat cold, a smart thermostat is a great way to save money. This one being Energy Star certified. It's easy to install, so you don't have to hire an electrician or have your electric company come out and install this for you. They could possibly, but this is very easy to install. It's a few wires. You take a picture. That way you can see or remember where things go based on the colors, as long as you know colors. If you don't know colors, there's also writings and stuff on them as well too. But this is fantastic, mostly because of the price point. So Amazon just introduced this brand new product. It's $59.99. And I believe Hold the phone. Up to a $59 rebate may be available from energy providers eligible customers. So you could potentially, there's a zip code that you can check to see if you can get that $59 rebate. So it could technically be free. But let's just talk about you paying $60 for it today, because that is the least expensive smart thermostat that is out there. Google Nest, I think Ring thermostat as well too. Nothing comes close to this price point for a smart thermostat. And here's what it does, kind of in a sense. So one, you can program it to save you money. Basically, especially when you're away from home, you don't need to keep the house at 72 degrees 8 to 10 hours out of the day when nobody's home. So you can easily program it, which you can do that with programmable thermostats already. But this one actually connects to your smartphone. You can access it from work, on a vacation, or just on a trip to the grocery store. That way you'll know, peace of mind, and you can even track. It gives you information on how well you're doing compared to yesterday or last month or last year, how much energy you're using or how much energy you're saving based on that. So you're going to get all that information from the application. And Amazon also uses Amazon Alexa. So let's say you're laying in bed, you wake up, it's chilly, it's cold. You can just scream at your Echo device sitting right next to you on your counter, change the temperature to 75 degrees to kind of heat it up or something. So you got the ability to control this device with your voice, which is super awesome. Another big benefit. I don't think there's a video, so I'm going to be your video of today. But simplistic design as well too. There's where it's talking about you can control it with your app. You can say I'm leaving. It can put it into away mode. That way you're not wasting energy throughout the entire day trying to keep your house at a certain temperature that it doesn't need to be at. So it's another big benefit. And then, like I said, I was telling you earlier, we can track by the day. You can track by the hour. Oh, sorry, the week and the month. But then it breaks it down by day. I don't know why I can't. There we go. So you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you can see where your energy, how much energy is coming from your HVAC system, how long it's coming on. And then you can also pair it up with other things like your lights. This is your energy dashboard. Oh, actually, that's also pairing it up with the Alexa app. That makes sense. So, but yeah, this is the least expensive opportunity way for you to save money. Also, a great holiday gift. So I'm letting you guys know now, this is going to be a hot gift item. Being $60, it doesn't come out until November 4th, which that is perfect timing for the holiday season. So you can go ahead and pre-order it. Here's how pre-orders work on Amazon. You pre-order a product. When it comes out or when it comes available, then they charge your credit card or your debit card, whatever card you use to purchase things here on Amazon. So you can pre-order today. That guarantees you when it ever comes in stock or in its inventory, that it's saved for you. Doesn't charge you until it comes out, but you have the peace of mind knowing that the product is actually going to come in. Now, once it ships, that's when it charges you. And let's say you use your credit card and you maxed your credit card between now and November and you just forgot about this. Amazon will send you a notification saying, hey, we weren't able to charge your card because it was maxed out. Please use a different form of payment, but we'll hold your product for 24 hours. So if you forgot about this, you max out your credit card, you need to free up some money from it, or use a different card. It gives you 24 hours to switch, and then that way you still get the product in line. But if you're like me, I will forget, and then come November 4th, be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that cool thermostat. I was going to get that for my parents. Oh, it's sold out? Wow. I didn't think it came out until November 4th. November 4th comes, and they sell out because people are listening to me today and they pre-order it. So if you guys are interested in this, go ahead and pre-order it. It doesn't charge you, like I said, until it actually ships. But this is a DIY smart thermostat. It will walk you through how to set it up very simply. But if you're away from home, it'll save you money. When you are home, you can control it with your voice and you can keep track of all that stuff throughout the time. So I'm enjoying your live stream. What more can I do to support your channel? Well, V. Williams, I'm glad you asked. Just watch. I don't really have any like external ways for you guys to like support. I do plan on including my hat. So if you guys want to buy this Topic Tech hat, if you see me, I wear it every single day. I will include this in the carousel down below where you guys can go and buy my hats and I'll sell the hat. But other than that, I really just, enjoy you guys just hanging out with us, asking questions. That's super helpful because otherwise I just come here and I ramble about tech, which I'm happy to do. That's why I do it all the time. I'll ramble about tech for the next hour and talk about that stuff. But if you have questions or anything like that, that helps. But anything that you purchase, so as you're shopping on Amazon, even if it's not even for tech stuff, let's say you need to buy a new swimsuit or something. If you use my links, if you click on any of the products down below, that cookie that I influenced you to shop here on Amazon is saved for you to shop, so you can use that. But yeah, I'm really just here for you guys to answer questions and hang out with and shop. So buy things that pays. It keeps the lights on, lets me buy new tech and stuff. But yeah, thanks for asking. I really appreciate it. I thought about starting like a Patreon. I just don't want to like ask you guys for like, hey, subscribe to my Patreon and not really give you anything for it. So like I'm thinking of ways that I can do like a monthly Patreon, but you get like cool tech box or something. I don't know. It'd be cool to partner up with like a small like company. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want to give back to you guys as much as I can. Yeah, just thanks for hanging out. That's all I ask. And buy this thermostat. Pre-order it. Click on the links. That also helps as well too. The more products you click, manufacturers see all the clicks and how many clicks you guys are clicking. That report gets sent to somebody and they reach out to me like, sure. They're like, oh, people come to this channel and they click on microphones. He must be good at selling microphones. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's also something that helps. And the stars show engagement. Click on the stars while you're bored and watching the live stream. That helps with engagement with, reports that go to manufacturers and they reach out to me and say, hey, we see you have a very engaged community. We'd love to work with you. I have like literally like 6 emails that I have to respond to between now and before the end of the weekend, which is grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. But it's almost overwhelming sometimes of the different companies, and I can't work with everybody, right? I don't want to just pitch everything out to you guys. I only like picking stuff that I actually like to talk about. So, speaking of smart home stuff, I have another product for you guys. That's New World. That's the microphone. Here we are. Exactly what I need: a thermostat. All I need is a smart doorbell. Well, I got it for you. The next item we have on the list, also $50. The least expensive smart doorbell that's out there for you. And Edgar, let me give you a link. Did you already see what was in the list? Did you know that was what's coming up next? I'm going to give you a link. How do I do this? I can click here. Copy pasta. Boom, there we go. Nope, you called it, man. You called it. Great segue, thanks. So Amazon also introduced a brand new doorbell. So the smart thermostat, the smart doorbell, those are things that you can get for under, buying both of them together, spending less than $100. Then you can literally make your home smarter. The smart doorbell has been my best investment. I have a Ring doorbell, so I don't have this exact one. This one isn't out yet either. It comes out in October, so October 21st, a month from now. But this works the exact same way, right? I paid $169 for my doorbell. You only have to pay $49 for this one, and they're gonna do pretty much the exact same thing. Here's what I'll explain to you. So here's a few things. You have the doorbell, you replace your existing doorbell. So your existing doorbell is no longer going to be there. Instead, you'll be met with this little device that looks just like this. It's small, sleek. It's powered, just like normal doorbells are. It'll be lit up, so even in the dark, you'll be able to see the device there. And then it has a camera on the front of it. It also has a battery. Oh, so if the power goes out, you also have the battery that can work for it. It has Chime Apple Arts, so you can have the Snoopy theme song, or I'm not actually sure if you can do custom themes, but you can have a different sound versus, ding dong or a buzzing sound, which those are, I hate the buzzing doorbells. Holy cow. We lived in an apartment that had a buzzing doorbell and it was the worst. I just taped over it so I couldn't use it. It's literally the worst. Brian, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Glad to have you. Got some fireworks for you? Maybe. Here, let me light them. There they go. There they go. Thank you, Brian, for the follow and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. But yeah, $49. You get a doorbell. You and it's really easy to install. You just have to go to your power box where you have all the switches. Turn the power off where your door is. So your front door, it'll probably be labeled pretty easily. Or you can just turn your whole house power off. Go take your existing doorbell off. It's 2 screws most likely. You'll install this one with 2 screws, flush up against the wall. And then you'll pair it up to Wi-Fi and you'll connect it to the Alexa app. And then you'll be able to get notification whenever somebody goes by. So here's what happens whenever I order food. They never ring the doorbell. I have no idea, or I would have no idea if they rang the doorbell or didn't ring the doorbell and they dropped off the food. Because what they have to do is they set the food down, they take a picture with the app, and then they drive off. Then the app will send me a notification letting me know my food has been delivered, not really actually ringing the doorbell. But my Ring doorbell has motion detection alerts. So whenever somebody's within a 5 or 10 foot range of the camera, they cross past it and it looks for faces, looks for bodies, and looks for so if it's like a deer, which hopefully a deer isn't on my porch, it wouldn't work. It would still capture the motion, but it's not going to alert me. And then throughout the day, it'll, I guess, give me some kind of little notification on the app, but it's not going to send a active notification to my phone. So kind of same concept. You get a notification when a body comes in front of your house. So if you get packages delivered, if you get food delivered, they never have to even touch the doorbell. You'll know immediately whenever they step on front of your porch. And also works for people who aren't supposed to be on your porch. Maybe they're, admiring your door handle, or maybe they're admiring your package that got delivered that doesn't have their name on it. Maybe they accidentally pick it up and take it from you. So you can get this camera to continuously record and track any motion in front of your door and give you notifications continuously. So they make this very affordable, very easy to install, and it all links into your home security system. This is the Blink security system as well too. So it's an Amazon company, but 2-way speakers, so you can hear through the application. You can hear the people on that the end of that camera. And they can hear you if you turn your microphone on, and you can talk through it and have a conversation. So if you're getting a package to deliver, my wife's iPhone is getting delivered today. As soon as the UPS guy comes to the front door, I'll know he's there. He'll probably knock or press the doorbell because I have to go sign for it. So if I have to leave briefly, that's probably what it is. But I can go into the app and say, 1 second, I'll be right there. That way he doesn't just leave if I don't get to the door fast enough. Or if I wasn't home, I can ask him, hey, I'm not going to be home for 5 minutes. Can you just leave the package on the floor and scribble my name or something? And then, I guess that might work. I've never done that before, but immediately notify you. Excellent. Yeah. So you get a lot of really good benefits out of having a electronic doorbell. But even here with Blink, because the other big benefit with Blink is it's an Amazon company, but 2, they also sell very inexpensive security cameras. I don't know if I had one somewhere, but they sell very inexpensive security cameras. I wonder if it's going to be in the recommended. Yeah, they are. There's a bunch of different options. They have outdoor cameras, solar power cameras. They also have, here's those small cameras. These are $20. Very inexpensive, and they look good as well too. So you can integrate this easily into your home security system. And like I said, it does also use battery power. So if, let's say you don't have an existing doorbell, that's fine. You can use the battery power as long as you keep it charged, and it'll let you know how long the charge will take. And it won't use up battery. If there's no motion in front of the door, then it's not using up power. But whenever there's motion, comes on, records video, audio, sends you a notification. And then when there's nothing in front of the area, It goes back to sleep. So it saves that power for you, though you don't have to change or charge the battery as much. So pretty cool. Pretty awesome. This isn't recommended for apartment complex, is it? Why not? Now, yes and no. So, I think you'll have to have permission from your apartment complex to have it on. But you do have neighbors, right? So you do have to respect their privacy. So if you have an apartment and right across from your apartment is your neighbor, and your camera is pointed right into their door, that's kind of a little creepy. So you have to be mindful of where your camera is pointed at. Maybe you live on an edge, and maybe you can just point it towards the wall at the edge of your door or something. You can kind of get creative with it. But no, you should be able to put a camera on front of your door. You might want to turn off the motion detection, because if you have people going up and down a hallway of your apartment complex, then because this is gonna be run off battery. That's going to use up a lot more battery, and maybe you only capture very close proximity. So if somebody's like right in front of your door, then you'll get that notification. But you do have to kind of like be, I would say, mindful of your neighbors, but also because the last thing you want is somebody opening their door to let their dog out or something, and they just have their boxers on. We live in the South. I've seen crazier. And that's recorded on your Ring doorbell. Yeah, it's. But then your neighbor should also be mindful not to go outside in his boxers. Maybe. Like my neighbor, I see him walk out. Oh, sweet. But yeah, these unless there's like specific writing in your apartment complex saying that you can't add, because these are very popular, especially with apartment complexes, especially because like having a package delivered. You have neighbors that walk past your door. What if they just, kick your box down the hallway and you no longer have your iPhone 13 being delivered to your house, but it's being delivered to their house? So you can at least get that on camera and have it, to protect yourself. So, but yeah, I would like, if I have to, and when I might have to live in an apartment one day. Oh, I just had a package delivered. Speaking of the devil. But my Ring doorbell didn't go off. Mm-hmm. That just means they probably threw it in front of my garage door. So let's go check. Perfect example. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I have no... Yeah, so that's most likely what they did. It's delivered. Maybe it's not here, and they delivered it at the wrong location. Actually, let me check. They don't have a picture of where they delivered it. It's USPS. So the USPS delivered it. It's in the mailbox. So that's what it is. That's why I didn't get it. You have a private entry, no other units in front, LOL, but I understand. I will ask my manager about it. Hey, yeah. I'll just bring it up. Say, hey, is it okay if I stick this? Because you don't have to. Oh, actually, you would have to screw into the wood on the door. Because that's where I would put it. This particular unit doesn't have, or at least to my knowledge, doesn't have a way to secure it without, screws. Now there is a Ring doorbell. This one specifically, it's $100, but this one there is a kit. If I can spell correctly. Apartment door mount. And what it does is $26. But what it does is it fits the camera inside this little giant plastic uncuttable box. And you just fold it over the door, over the edge of the door where it opens and stuff. And then you can have the camera right there in front. So you don't have to install there's no hardware that's damaging the frame on the outside. And yeah, it's just facing out. So there would be no reason that you wouldn't be able to use this and then uninstall it whenever, because you can only pull it off when the door's open. And your door most likely opens on the inside, so you don't have somebody like stealing the camera. That would be my main concern, is how would I be able to mount it securely and not damage, say, the outside of the apartment door. If it's wood, you could just putty it back with wood putty and then paint it. If it's like white or blue or whatever color, you can just paint it when you're done. Most apartments let you do like little screw holes, small screw holes, or you could just do it like what I did. I just did it and didn't say anything. They never had any issues. The last apartment we lived in, I installed my current, or actually my old Ring doorbell, and it was one that was for, I was like this one. Actually, it was this one. Yeah, I had this one. I completely forgot it. Yeah, it was this one. It was like 5 years ago. But I didn't know about or at least I didn't have 5 years ago. They didn't have the apartment door holder, so I had to use because this one battery powered. I had to use the screws, and I just screwed it onto right next to the door handle. I had the camera because I wanted to be able to track when my packages come, whenever pizza comes. Duct tape. We know Justice is from the South. This guy, yeah. I need to watch. I need to get one of them to watch them. Yeah, you should. But yeah. With this one, like I said, it's not really gonna be designed for apartments because it's wired or wire free. But I don't know of any like holder yet because this isn't out yet either. Other than screwing it into the wall, and if they're okay with 2 little screws, that's it. 2 little screws. You can putty it up whenever you leave. If you ever leave, some people stay in their apartment for years. But then you can, and then you just charge this with the battery. I think it says it uses 2 AA rechargeable batteries. Yeah, 2 AA lithium metal non-rechargeable batteries is what it's included. But you can put rechargeable batteries in there or just use AA batteries. So, battery life of up to 2 hours based on default settings. Battery life may vary based on the device use and environmental factors. So 2 years on AA. It's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Oh, funny story here from Rufus. I moved out of an apartment. I broke a built-in table. I put a few screws in it to hold it for inspection. Got my deposit back. Welp, this guy. Hey, if it works, it works. Yeah, it works, it works. Yeah, the last place I was at, we where was it? Nashville? Yeah, we lived in Nashville, like downtown Nashville, and I mounted my TVs because I like having my TVs mounted. I didn't ask for permission, but when we left, I puttied it up. I put painter's tape over it or whatever, not painter's tape, but I painted over it, and nobody is the wiser. I didn't do a bad job, but yeah, got my deposit back. And that's all that matters. Got the deposit back. Yep. As long as you don't damage. I think the money is in there for damaging it. So. Oh, it is the 29th. Interesting. But yeah, this is one of the new products that you can pick up or pre-order right now from Amazon. They just announced it yesterday. Sorry. Yeah, yesterday. They just announced it yesterday as one of the new products that Blink is providing. And again, a very affordable price, making it so easy for you guys to add more smart home devices to your network. And you're definitely going to be needing a new router here soon. We'll be taking a look at routers later this week because now everybody's going to have a new security stuff. I have to do that. I was calling my apartment manager while you were talking. It's a no. I cannot do that. He said Texas apartments won't allow it. Interesting. So yeah, I guess there are state laws for different stuff like that. Thanks for explaining. Hey, no problem. Yeah, I could see. I guess that's probably just something that they voted because that very scenario where I talked about, where because I've lived in apartments where my apartment's here, and literally right across the hall there's the door, and if they open their door, I can see right inside of it every single time. So that's probably why, and there's probably been like issues with that in the past. So it's the only reason. So, but yeah, that's interesting. I guess that also means maybe you don't get packages delivered to your actual apartment door. Maybe they collect your packages at like the office, but also like, I mean, I want the pizza guy. If I have the pizza guy come into my house and I want to know when my pizza's here, even if he knocks or something, or if I have the food delivered, they're gonna deliver it to my apartment, not the front office. So I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe you should run for mayor or senate and get that legislation changed to something new. That's so interesting. Like, why? I mean, I guess it's not your property, but especially because of the whole camera and recording without permission. But I would assume the apartment complex has cameras. I don't know. That's weird. I want to live in Texas one day, but maybe not now. Interesting. Interesting. Speaking of interesting, our next product on the list. Oh, I have it already poked up. I have a new interesting microphone. So Shure reached out to me about a month ago, actually, and had seen some of my other microphone reviews and also noticed that I used the SM7B. They reached out to see if I would be interested in checking out the brand new MV7X. Which you might be asking, well, what's the difference between the MV7 and the MV7X? I actually have both of them right here. I'll have the boxes for them. It's always nice to have little visuals. So here's the MV7X, the brand new microphone they just released in combination, or like right next to, in line of the MV7. So as you can see, the boxes are two different sizes. We talked about it in my YouTube video as well, too, that you guys can check out if you missed that. But some of the main differences, or really kind of similarities, is essentially it's the same microphone. It's the same, power. It's the same sound. It's the same kind of all-around microphone, except one is for one type of user and one is for another type of user. And those types of users, I'm currently using this microphone in the XLR format. That's the MV7X. And that's the only format available for it. And it also brings down the price quite a bit from the MV7, which gives you the XLR input as well as USB input. Ta-da! That's kind of where the main difference between the two. One's USB and XLR, which is the MV7. This is the one they came out with last year. And then they have the MV7X, which came out this year, yesterday. So Abigail, hey, hello, welcome, good morning. Glad to have you. Welcome. So yeah, and that's mainly, so you might be asking, well, why don't I just get this one that comes with USB and XLR and I get the option using both? Well, you do, but you really, in most cases, don't use both. In very unique situations or specific reasonings, to have USB as an option for your microphone and XLR are kind of pretty more distant in most cases. I assume Shure wanted to get into the USB microphone game, and they just did not want to sacrifice the quality of the microphone. So like, you know what? We'll throw in a computer inside of it and make it work for USB, but we're going to give you the XLR quality that all of their microphones give in sound, and the sound signature coming from Shure microphones. So that's why they gave you the USB version, so people that wanted the simplicity of just plug and play, literally plug and play, and you have a good sounding microphone. But for those who also wanted the ability to hook it up to, say, a Rode Podcaster Pro, where you're doing a podcast and you're in a group setting where you have an interviewer and interviewee, and you both have these really high-end performing microphones, instead of buying the Shure SM7B, spending 400 racks, it's is it 4 racks? Is a rack 100? I don't know. $400 for the SM7B, which has been one of the best known podcasting microphones on the planet. So they're spending this much money as a budget. Maybe you need 4 or 5 of these. It starts to add up real fast. You can see yourself getting the newer edition. So this one's from, I think, 2006 or 2000. It's in the 2000s, the early 2000s. Let's call it that. That this microphone, it's actually even before then that the SM7 came out. But the SM7B has been more well known for content creators and users, but it's not USB. So that's where they came out with the MV7 at. Now, users like myself, an Amazon customer who just followed the channel, thank you so much for the follow, welcome, found themselves maybe not utilizing the full aspect of what you're paying for in this, in the MV7. $250. It gives you XLR and USB. Fantastic, awesome. It also gives you cables, and that's why this box is bigger. It gives you a USB cable inside the box, 2 different types of USB cables, both I think 10 feet each, to be able to hook up to your computer, say a MacBook or iPad even. Kind of cool concept, right? You can hook this up through USB to your iPad and then use that iPad as your microphone. I tried that out. That's actually pretty cool. I should have put that in the video. I don't know why I didn't do that. Because it comes with the micro USB to USB Type-C cable. In my new iPad, I have a USB port. Uses a microphone. Works great. But now the downfall is, well, if you're going to use it in USB, that's how you're probably going to use the microphone generally. And that's it. But if you wanted to use the XLR portion of it, you're kind of paying for the USB portion to not ever use it, because you're not going to use, in most cases, you won't use both. Some cases, especially if you're going to buy this, you're going to find yourself using both because that's what you paid for. But if you wanted to use the microphone and just use the XLR version and not have to pay so much, $249 down to $179, you can get this one, wherever my microphone is. Is that upside down? No, it's just a picture. Okay. But yeah, that's the main thing. The main difference between the two is you are getting one that has USB and XLR, which the USB portion, which in my YouTube video, I kind of showcase you the sound. Sounds very similar. It's very hard to tell between the two. If you had them side by side, or if you're using them even in podcast form, where one user is using one of these in USB and the other user is using one in XLR, you're going to have a hard time telling the difference between the two, in my opinion. Editing that video was so hard because I couldn't remember which one I was using at the time, because I was showcasing both of the sounds. They sound identical, especially if you tune it just right. It's the same sound. So save yourself some money, especially if you're planning on going with an XLR interface, which that is the big differentiator. How do you want to control your audio? And with an XLR interface, especially like with a Go XLR, which that's what I used, or let's say the Rode Podcaster. So if you have like 4 microphones and be able to adjust those audios really easily between 4 different, microphones, is not easy through USB. So if you had 4 USB microphones hooked up to a computer to try to record a podcast, good luck. It's much easier with the Rode Podcaster, and that's what that tool is for. So if you're using a Rode Podcaster Pro, Rode Podcaster Pro, or Go XLR, or the Wave XLR, those are all components that allow you to control not only your microphone audio, but also the audio around your entire setup. So you can adjust your music volume, you can adjust your audience, what your audience can hear, how loud your audience can hear different things. And that interface does its work. While plugging up their USB, you're really just controlling that microphone on its hardware. So that's where I would say that's where it's going to be the big difference, is if you're wanting to step up your production, not just your microphone's quality, but your entire production, going with an XLR and then XLR interface, that's where the MV7 really makes a whole lot of sense, is for those users using the MV7 for their setup. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have questions about it, please let me know. I'm using the microphone now, the MV7X, which I am really enjoying because it's very comparable to the SM7B. I had to switch back to the SM7B because I spent so much money on it. what else am I going to do with it? Just look at it. I mean, it's nice and it's pretty, but I'm going to try and figure out another, I guess, option to use this for something. But it sounds really good. It's a great sounding microphone. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And if you guys are interested in picking up a good microphone, XLR, you have a lot of options, right? You have a ton. Some of my favorites that are out there, the Audio Technica AT2020, I use that. I still have it. I've used that for years. That's my first XLR microphone, and getting into that whole like playing field of using a mixer and trying to make my voice sound good, but also control other aspects of my entire studio through one interface. That was a nightmare, but we figured it out. You sound great on the microphone. Hey, sure. Hey, hello. Thanks for confirming that I sound great. Awesome. Really appreciate it. It's like Shane. Who's Shane? Sure, Shane Brand. Sure, Brand. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Hopefully I'm representing the brand very well for you guys. Yeah, quality is very clear. Good. I'm happy that you're finding the quality very good. So cool. But yeah, the main thing I like about the microphone is it sounds just like an SM7B. The money that I spent on this, I don't want to put it to waste because I'm still going to use it. But in this day and age where content creation is much more sought after as an actual career, a good hobby that you can earn some money, podcasting, creating YouTube videos, TikToks. I don't know if you need this for making TikToks. You could just use your smartphone and the headphone. A lot of people, you just use like the headphones that used to come with the iPhone that don't come with the iPhone anymore. So if you still have those headphones, they're from like 12 years ago or something like that. So you sound amazing, Abigail. Hey, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying the audio. I still have some tweaking to do. I need to do some more extensive testing, like recording. So what I do whenever I like set up my studio, which I'm about to change completely again, is I pretend like I'm live streaming or recording, and then I go back and I listen to it and I try to see what how it sounds and kind of make it sound better until I like it perfectly. So I'm still gonna do that with this microphone. I've done that with the SM7B for several years ago. I also need to treat this room, get some soundproofing and some other things because it's a real big room. It's got a lot of stuff in it, so I shouldn't have any echoes, but I do still want to mess with some things too. So, but yeah, really honored to have Sure here. It's pretty cool to have you guys in chat. Holy cow, man! Welcome. And thank you so much for sending this out to me. Hopefully I can represent it and continue representing it because I think it's a very smart move to have like I said, content creators are becoming more, where literally 5 years ago, if you had a computer and you can go live and you had a somewhat decent microphone, you could become a content creator. Nowadays, we're talking top level quality content, quality video, as well as quality audio, which I feel like you can have a bad video quality. Like your web camera can be, not that great, but if you don't have good audio, people are gone. Like that's the thing that keeps people around, because a lot of times, and a lot of people that are watching the stream right now, maybe you have me on another tab. If you're watching me on YouTube and maybe you're just listening in, hello, thanks for watching or listening. You can get away with not having good video, but you really have a harder time keeping people around without good audio. So. Are you using a Go XLR with it? Yes. So this is being connected to my Go XLR, and that was a very big pill to swallow. But I really find it one of the best things I could have invested in for my stream setup, because I do stream. I do live stream. We do live stream here on Amazon, but I also live stream on Twitch, and things like integrating funny sounds. I can't reach it right now because I'm not set up for it, but if I wanted to add an echo, hello, thank you for following the channel. Things like that just really add some type of dynamic to the stream to make it a little more interesting. Whenever somebody subscribes, I always do the echo, but I can also do a lot of other things that I don't use it for. But at the time, that was the only option. I didn't really have anything else. But like now they have the Wave XLR, which I would actually recommend, honestly, more, May, if you're looking into. Here, I'll show you real quick. The Elgato Wave XLR is way more affordable. Instead of $500, you spend $150. And you pair that up with buying like the MV7X, and you're still under $500. And I can't seem to find it. Oh, I think I have it in the carousel. I do. There it is. Perfect. Now for me to find it on my, there we go. So here it is. 157.83. It's not in stock, but it'll ship within 1 to 2 months. I would go ahead and order it because that time frame a lot of times is just a guesstimation, not even an estimation, but just a guesstimation. So if it comes any sooner, you'll be the first in line to get it. But here it is. It's not as fancy or flashy as the Go XLR, but that's just it. You don't really need, in my opinion, for controlling your audio. You do get all the same controls, so you get the ability to control, and they don't have a, there we go. The ability to be able to control more than just, and that's what the best thing about XLR microphone is, the ability to control just more than just your audio, but your whole entire studio or the sound interface for your studio. So the background music, so like I have background music playing right now. It's muted, but I can turn it up whenever I need to. Not copyrighted, so I don't have to worry about copyright or anything. It's Harris Heller's sound album. Game audio, so if I'm playing a game and I want the audio, maybe it's too loud, if somebody says in chat, hey, the mic's too loud or the audio's too loud, you can easily just go in, instead of fooling with like the menu settings in the game, or because there's 3 different ways that you can adjust the audio, right? You got your PC's audio, so the audio coming out of your computer. You have your headset audio, so how loud the audio is coming through your headset, but also in the game audio. So it's really, audio has really been like, for me, my main pain point for going live is trying to make the audio sound good, in sync, not too loud. Make sure you hear my voice over everything else. If I'm in a call with other people, being able to distinguishly understand who else is in the call versus just me or things like that. So controlling your audio is important, but it's also very difficult, especially for a one-man show, for getting your production, up there. So can you compare this with the Go XLR Mini or the Wave XLR? Compare what? The microphone? Because the microphone is just like a puzzle piece. It's a part of it. You need this and the Wave XLR, or this and the Go XLR Mini, which I had somewhere nearby. I moved it because we don't have it anymore. It's not hooked up. But yeah, you'll need both. But do you want me to compare the Go XLR Mini and the Wave XLR? If that's the case, then yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. The main thing with the Go XLR Mini and the Wave XLR is the Go XLR Mini gives you physical sliders. I can go grab it right quick. Let me do that. I don't have a Go XLR, or I don't have a Wave XLR, but I do have the Go XLR Mini. It's in the room. Let me grab it real quick. I'll play some music for you. Oh yeah, sorry. Hey, it's all good. My puppy is chilling. Can you see him there? Oh, you can. Chopper. He's just hanging out. He's like, when are you done? We're almost done. So here is the Go XLR. And yeah, you need this because it allows you to hook up an XLR interface or a device into it in order for you to then control not only the mic volume, but your other things on your computer. This plugs up through USB, so you do the 2 things you'll have hooked up. I keep forgetting what camera we're on. Actually, that's strange. Yeah, this one's better. Let's do it this way. So this is where the microphone goes. This is for something else. If you're doing like a 2 PC setup, that's where you're going to use the line in and line out. That's a little more complicated. You don't have to use that. This is if you're hooking up a console, so specifically an Xbox or a PlayStation. That gives you optical input for there, but you can use it for other things, like if you have a sound system. Again, that's another complicated process. Don't need that, but it's there. But the only things you have to hook up is the XLR input and the USB input. Both of those are going to be, your form factors to get this to work. And then with it hooked up to USB, you'll have the components in the software in the computer to adjust. Let's say you want to adjust your game audio. You'll set up a separate channel in the software, it's like, say you want to use it for this one. The only thing about the Go XLR Mini, there's a lot of limitations because it's less expensive, and like these stickers here, it says chat, but you can use it for other things. Here, this one's better. It says chat, but you can change that from chat to game, or you can change that from chat to mic 2 if you're using this microphone up here, because you can have an auxiliary microphone there. So that's these labels don't really make sense, but you can change it to something else if you want to. But anyways, while you're using this, you can adjust your audio. That's the biggest difference between the two, is you can adjust your audio manually. The Go XLR also has an equalizer built into it as well too. So if you wanted to add more bass, or if you wanted to take down the treble some, you can make your microphone sound a little bit better based on how you have the equalizer for your microphone. And that's pretty much the biggest difference. Now the Wave XLR that just came out, I want to say 2 months ago, a month ago, September. Yeah, I think early September or late September. That is a really good tool that gives you this as a software. So you can do the same things, but it's all going to be done software wise, but all in one place. So again, you don't have to go to like your game out. You don't have to go to your game app and lower the volume. You don't have to go to Spotify, lower the volume down. You can just adjust all the audio in one place. And now, to be like completely transparent, you can get this software for free. It runs a little differently, and it's not as user friendly as this is, but it's called Voicemeeter Potato. And it does kind of the same thing, but setting it up is a nightmare, and it doesn't look as good. This does the job and makes it, run better. Plus, you get the hardware. Voicemeeter Potato doesn't give you the hardware. This gives you the hardware and the software for a much better affordable price, $157.83 versus $599, or I guess with the Go XLR Mini, that one's $199. If I had to pick between the two, I would go with this. Maybe I'm biased because I've used this. This was my wife's, so that's why I have it. So my wife also streams as well too. She uses a headset microphone instead of. I want her to use this microphone. It would be great, but she's so soft-spoken, and she doesn't have like the mic presence, being able to speak into the microphone. I'm still not used to speaking into this one. So she uses a headset mic. She still sounds good. It's a Razer Ifrit microphone. It's a stereo microphone, stereo cardioid microphone. So it sounds good. And she used this, but then she recently upgraded to a full Go XLR because she wanted the voice changer and stuff like that as well too. And I've been planning on selling this so we can recoup some of the cost, but it's been such a pivotal tool to show you guys. It's much easier to talk about things when I can show you it versus, now if I can get like a mock of like this, then that'd be much cheaper. Then I can sell that, because it still works. I still have the box. I have all the boxes for all the tech, kind of like this microphone. I keep all the boxes for all my tech. It's a bad habit. Would I need a cloud lifter? Great question. Holy cow! You have like are you being paid by somebody? No, you won't. It depends on which sound interface or the XLR interface you go with. So if you went with a Go XLR, one of the reasons why these are so expensive compared to like going with a Behringer 4.5, I don't remember the numbers, but like a Behringer mixer, which does essentially the same thing. Those are just not utilized for streamers. This is made with a streamer in mind, so it's nice and flashy. It has colors and RGBs. But this has a really good preamp built into it, allowing you to have enough gain. What you would use with a cloud lifter, I have one of these as well too. I mistakenly bought one, thinking I would need one for my SM7B, because when I bought my SM7B, it was a part of the bundle, and it's like everybody that I talked to and everybody that used the SM7B said, oh yeah, you have to have a cloud lifter, otherwise you're never going to be able to hear anything out of it. Well, I don't. Hey, Skirt, thank you so much for the follow. You have emojis in your name as well too. Thank you. I got some fireworks for you. Hold on. Here they come. 3, 2, 1. There they go. Thank you for following. Welcome. Glad to have you. Hopefully, hey, May, thank you for following. Let me reload the fireworks real quick. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, May. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, where I do go live every day now around this time. So we used to do morning streams. Now that I'm back into gaming, I'm spending my mornings gaming and then our afternoons here live on Amazon to talk about tech product stuff that I'm really interested in and have a passion for. And I'm here to answer your questions and, kind of geek out with you guys. So really appreciate you guys hanging out. Gotta get some fireworks too. V. Williams. Tell you what, I can give you some more fireworks. So these fireworks aren't cheap. Each fireworks I have to, it costs money, time, effort. I had the whole crew had to clean up after the stream because we got firework stuff all over the place. So I will give you a fireworks show if you can answer this question. Are you ready for your question? Man, this is the perfect time I can cue up the music for Deal or No Deal. Yep. All right. Awesome. Here's your question. Here's it. Hopefully you've been paying attention to the live stream. This is a test to see how much you've been listening today. Name one thing that is different between the MV7X and the MV7. The Shure MV7. MV7X and MV7. I'll even leave it open book. You can Google it. You can even watch a YouTube video that's on youtube.com/topictech. And then let me know at some point throughout the stream. I'm not even going to time you. Take your time. And let me know, and I'll give you some fireworks with your answer, with your correct answer. Okay, cool. But yeah, so if you're interested in buying a microphone or looking into microphones, a bigger box. Okay, that's technically right. I'll give you that. Sure, there you go. Fireworks, woohoo! Thanks, Williams. It is a bigger box in the MV7 versus the MV7X. The main reason is because in this little section, that little gap there, it's because they have to pack the USB cables inside the box, where you don't need the USB cable in the MV7X. So the better answer would be one is without USB, one is only XLR. That would be a better answer. So I just now found out this platform even existed right here in an amazing Amazon app. I'm delighted. Hey, I'm excited that you found it, and hopefully more people just like yourself find the platform, because there's not a whole lot of live streamers. I'm one of them. I've been doing this for almost a year now. Actually, no, almost 2 years now. We started March of last year of 2020, right before right in the midst of the pandemic, where shopping from home becomes more of a regular thing. People are shopping more on Amazon. They actually reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in doing like a live tech show, a live tech stream, because I've been doing these on another platform, called Mixer. And Mixer's gone now, unfortunately. But I used to do every Tuesday a tech show, and I used to like show off products that I normally buy for like live streams and like microphones and gear, because as you can see, I am a tech enthusiast that has just a bunch of tech for no reason, but I'm an enthusiast for it. I need to give away a lot of this stuff. So this holiday season, stay tuned if you want some used tech gear and some new stuff. But I got a lot of tech stuff just laying around in the box, clean. I'm giving a lot of stuff away this holiday season. I want to try and like do something like almost every day or every other day or every Tuesday or something. So literally just, I need to get rid of it. It's just, I have too many things. I have projectors, I have headphones, I've got game controllers, I've got Wi-Fi routers, I've got microphones and microphones and cameras and more cameras and just all kinds of stuff that I am literally out of space. I don't want to buy a warehouse, or like a thing. So yeah, follow the channel. I'll be doing giveaways specifically for you guys here on Amazon and YouTube. Don't worry, guys, on YouTube, you'll get a link as well too. And it's just a way for me to clean out my house and give stuff back to you guys for watching the channel. So I really appreciate it. So that's all I thought. I missed the question. So I thought this was Twitch. I was watching in the app at first. Yeah, it's really interesting, right? Amazon owns Twitch. They spent billions of dollars for a very good interface, very good chat experience, very good moderation, like all the tools you need for live streaming. Why don't they just integrate it into Amazon? So I don't know. I couldn't answer you that. They are making this app a little better, which is great. They're introducing, because it's not just open to everybody to live stream, because we are representations of not necessarily the platform, but just our own brands, but also not necessarily wanting to misrepresent any of the products as well too. So that's also a big deal. Can you flip the MV7X and then spin it so that the Shure logo gets some love, all without removing it from the yoke? I cannot. It bothers me too. I hoped nobody would notice it because I had the microphone more vertical than I did have it horizontal. But yeah, the way that it sits, we can mess with it. I'll do it, but it doesn't work unless I have the microphone orientation pointed upwards. So I'll do it for you for the rest of the live stream. But yeah, it bothers me a lot too. I'm very OCD about things like that. So, but yeah, I'll do it per your request. So I'll play some music while we're doing it. You get to watch me do it, and yeah. Oh wait, my playlist is over. Guys, hold on. I'll be right back. My iPhone's here. I have to go sign for it. So I'll play this music for you. I'll be right back. We're back. Kind of. Uh-oh. I got my iPhone. Well, it's not my iPhone, it's my wife's. But it finally delivered. Not going to unbox it because it's hers. So. I actually already have mine. It's right here. That's the new color. It's pretty nice. But honestly, it's the same. It's not much different from the 12 Pro. If you had the 12 Pro, upgrading to the 13, it's not really worth it. So, me. Hey, there you go, Justice. It's an Amazon thing. I think I found the answer. Thank you very much for answering my questions. I appreciate your content. Hey, May, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. I'd like to see the unboxing. So sad. Of the iPhone. Yeah, I want to leave that for my wife. She's been waiting for it. She's excited for it. We just like new stuff. We like tech stuff. So I'm lucky that she allows me to get all this tech stuff. Luckily, we don't have kids or major obligations. We don't have any debt. So I get to waste a lot of money that we earn on new tech stuff. So, but I can tell you right now, the iPhone, which I have the old box here, there's really not a whole lot to it. Here's the box. They don't have any wrapping paper on it this year. They just have these pull tabs, like one here and here. And that's it. The unboxing of the iPhone has become more and more impressive. They give you a USB cable. Luckily, still, I feel like this is going away. This is probably the last year we'll see micro USB cable, or not micro USB, but lightning cables. It'll just either they'll give us USB-C to USB-C cables or no cable at all. I feel like they're going to go away with cables altogether and just go with wireless charging. So that is potentially the future of Apple. Not wasting, investing. That's a very good point. Good investing. Yeah. But yeah, if you have any questions about Amazon live streaming or Amazon, because what I'm considered is an Amazon live influencer, and if you're a live streamer yourself and you want to do this yourself, anybody can do it. You just do have to have some type of following on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, I believe, and then you can apply to become an Amazon influencer. There's a lot of rules to it, but I think it's something that literally anybody can do, and you get used to it. You get to be your own production team and kind of build your own plan around what you're going to talk about. And it gets really awesome because as you grow, you'll start having companies reach out to you to feature some of their products. So it's pretty nice. But as you guys can see, and this is really bothering me, is the way it's oriented. It's going to fix it back. I can't, because of where the microphone is, I would literally have to move the microphone from this side to this side, and I can't do that. So I can promise you, though, next stream, I think I'm going to try and move everything tonight and see if I can get my whole setup figured out or fixed or something. I don't know. But we're going to be making some changes, and you won't see it upside down anymore. So let me fix it to my old orientation so it doesn't sound so weird. I'll be right back. Hold on. So there it is. That's how I normally have it, is pointed upwards. Because I forget the technical terms of why you have it oriented like this. I have a deeper voice, so I want my voice to carry heavier weight through the microphone, I think. So YouTube video or TikTok I saw a long time ago. So I normally have my microphone pointed up, but maybe I have it wrong. Let me know if I have it wrong. I can change it or figure something out. Like how the change blocks went away from some Galaxy phones. The charge blocks. Oh yeah. No, I think Apple really wants to go wireless charging. A few years ago, there was like some patent that got passed by Apple or for Apple for wireless charging. And this is before we knew what wireless charging really was. And it had to do with like their Apple products having wireless charging docks built into them. So like if you had the iMac, you could charge your iPhone on the base of it or something. So they're gonna have a lot more contacts potentially. I don't know. This is rumors, but imagine being able to lay your iPhone on top of your iPad and charge your iPad. There'll be more ways to charge your phone than just plugging it in through a cable. So we'll see. I'm excited to think though, like 10 years ago, 2011, what phone was the popular phone then? Let me look up and see. Popular. 2011. I don't think it was iPhone. It was not. It was Samsung Android phones. Oh no, the iPhone 4 came out. Okay, so we did have iPhones. All right, 15 years ago, we didn't have iPhones. It's kind of crazy to think about. A world without iPhones. Here we are. Hello, happy Wednesday. Dano, hey, what's up, man? Good morning or evening. It's 3:00. Oh wow, time goes by a lot faster than in the afternoons. But good afternoon, Dano. Welcome, man. Welcome back. Glad to have you. We're just talking about stuff. My wife's iPhone just came in, so I get to set that up. That's gonna be fun. Get to set her iPhone up today. I wish it was an easier process. I try to tell myself every year, oh, it's gonna be better this year. But whenever you set up a new iPhone, you forget passwords. There's supposed to be a way where you can just literally take your phone and it clones it, and you don't have to type in your passwords and stuff again. But for some reason, it just breaks for me. So it's gonna be fun resetting passwords and trying to create a whole new security persona. Stuff and stuff. Yeah, we've just been talking about stuff. Where are we at in the carousel? Oh, we were talking about the Elgato Wave 3 and like what components work best with this particular microphone. If you were to get this microphone over, let's say, because there's a lot of options for an XLR microphone, and even less expensive options too. But what you're really paying for at that point, and when you're talking about the sub $200 price point, is the mic quality and how it sounds to your audience, your listeners. And I really feel like anything in this, XLR format that are around $100 all kind of sound the same until you get to something like this, where it is around $180. But it also depends on what you have it hooked up to. So I'm using mine to my Go XLR, but we also were taking a look at the Wave XLR that just came out several months ago. That has a similar performance in preamp, meaning you don't need to get a cloud lifter to be able to raise up the audio enough to make it sound good. So as long as you have a good preamp, which this microphone was designed for podcasters, and in the mindset that they're going to be hooking it up to something with a good preamp, like the Rodecaster or the Rodecaster Pro or the Go XLR or the Wave XLR, you don't need anything extra like a cloud lifter to go with it. So pretty cool. Fellow Central Time Zoner, yeah, it's 3:13 here. I've lived in Central Time Zone my whole life. When I go to like visit or whenever I go to travel to like California, I always feel like I'm a zombie at the wrong time zone, or like it's like a whole nother part of the world. I grew up in Germany, but I was like less than 6 years old, so I don't really remember. But and then when I go to like Florida or something and it's like an hour ahead in time, I still feel like I'm just like alive and awake longer than everybody else. Like it's 10 o'clock, but it's only 9 o'clock for me mentally. So it's just, and like when Disney World closes at like 9 or 10, it's like, what? We just got here. It's too early. I say Disney World because we were considering going. My wife and I do this all the time. We always decide on vacations last minute because we're just not sure if we really want to dedicate that time away from home and time away from like live streams and stuff. So I'm still trying to convince my wife to do a quick trip to Disney World next week. I think it would be next week. Would it be next week? Yeah, it would be next week. So I don't know. We might not go. I think plane tickets might be too much now. Plane tickets were like $70 2 weeks ago, so might be too late. That just means more live streams for me. But yeah, Skirt, I don't know if you answered this question or not, but do you live stream? Do you stream at all or have interest in streaming? Yeah, I think I'm caught up everywhere. How long have you been live streaming? I've been live streaming in different platforms. YouTube, Mixer, which was a Microsoft live streaming platform. And then I moved to Twitch because Microsoft or Mixer closed down, like shut down. You can't even go to mixer.com anymore. It forces you to Facebook. But I was on Mixer for 5 years and YouTube for a year. So 6 years total. And it started off as a hobby. I wanted something to do between making YouTube videos, but also gaming YouTube videos. I started on YouTube and I spent most of my time playing video games. And then something that kind of happened was I developed a small community around a game that I really liked at the time was The Division. So it was really cool to be able to partner up with other content creators and other like viewers that played the game. And it just kind of grew from there. And then we went to a new platform, Mixer, and started doing variety gaming, and it just kind of, took off. I don't stream, but I watch a lot of streamers on Twitch. Oh, sweet, cool. Yeah. Well, pretty much a veteran in streaming terms. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Though, like, my biggest portion, Mixer, just literally got wiped off the face of the earth. We put a lot, and that's one thing that I've learned is not to put all your eggs in one basket. Because once I started live streaming on Mixer and let's say, I guess, taking off and growing from there, we started getting viewerships. We started getting, regular concurrent viewers higher than 200s. and money, you start making money, get sponsorships, and then it literally just gets taken away. The rug is taken underneath you. It's because the whole platform as a whole wasn't doing well. It wasn't in a good place monetarily with Microsoft, and Microsoft is very well known to just cut things off and just let it go. So that was my mistake. I put all of my efforts into growing my community and my brand on Mixer, which I was pretty well known for. Top 50 live streamers on the platform. And, all my brand deals were with Mixer based on my viewership there. And then moving to Twitch, where it's a completely different pond. I'm a small fry starting over because nobody knows that I even live stream anymore. Besides the people that regularly watch me, which I'm very grateful that they came over, watched, and still supported me. But it really was kind of a wake-up call, like, whoa, if YouTube goes away one day, then what? Or if Amazon goes away, which, again, I don't think it's going to happen. If I only live stream in one place or that create content in one location, because I had 70,000 followers on Mixer, or 65 or 66,000, something like that. Like, I was about to hit 70,000 followers the year that I was going to close. That's a pretty significant number. Over 2 million views on the channel. So we had a lot of presence in that field, but it's gone. You can't even look up my profile. There's no way for me to validate any of that information. So yeah, it's kind of like we're starting over, which I'm happy to be here on Amazon. And this is a totally different platform. Like, we're not going to, you don't normally see gaming on this platform, but tomorrow I will be gaming. I will spend a couple hours in the afternoon around this time playing a game called New World. It's an Amazon game. It's teen rated, so it's not like gruesome or gory or, crazy like gunfights and stuff like that. So it's pretty family friendly, but it's you pay $40. There's not, any catches to it, but we're going to demonstrate and showcase that game tomorrow because I'm also addicted. I want to play it right now. I'm actually in a queue. I'm in game. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the stream. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being. I'm just kidding. We'll hang out for a few more minutes, but I am in. I've been in queue for the last at least hour and a half. I just heard about New World. Awesome. Yeah, it was one of the first items we had on the carousel. If you are interested in picking it up, be sure to use my link. You can even join my clan if you'd like to, if you're interested in it. I want to call us a PvP guild that's going to end up doing PvE and then probably stop playing the game. But we're doing, like tonight, we're going to be doing a PvP excursion where we're going to go out and just do some PvP quests and earn some money, try to take over a town. As part of the appeal as the PvP is you want to put your clan as a stamp on a town, and you get to adjust the taxes. You get to decide what progress is being built. It's really cool. It's very interesting, but it's very long. It's a time consuming game. So heard about it killing graphics cards apparently until it patched and it no longer have unlimited FPS. Yes, that is a very true thing that happened. It's terrible that it happened. It only happened specifically to certain cards. The RTX 3090, because that beast of a card can handle that, but it just overcooked it and kind of messed it up. Luckily, if I remember right, Amazon figured out a way to make it right for those people that had that issue, where they can get it swapped out with their manufacturer at no cost. So just kind of crap that happened. It's kind of on the, I don't want to put blame to anybody, because if I had a 3090, it would have happened to me, because I expect, you pay that much for a graphics card, that the sky is the limit. There's nothing that's going to break this particular card, especially when it's not like a, revolutionary game. This looks like it's better than World of Warcraft. You can kind of see it back there. There's a better camera angle. You can kind of see it, but not really. You just don't expect the game to break your capture card or your graphics card, but it did. I think there was fewer than 100 cases, so there's a whole lot of people that it happened to. The people that it did happen to, it sucked, and they got it taken care of. I believe. Have a dozen confirmed cards, yeah, across both NVIDIA and ATI, and it killed it. I can send links. You can't, unfortunately. Amazon is very strict about what links you can post in the chat. And if we have any moderators, they'll, even, I won't say ban you, but they'll mute you so you don't try again. But yeah, Amazon, you can't post anything that leads customers away from the Amazon website. So if you have a link that's amazon.com/blah, blah, blah, then yeah. But yeah, this is, we can really only talk about products here. So, but you take my word. I will. Yeah, I believe you. I remember seeing that article. It's very familiar with me. And it was because I'm really invested in this game. Actually, I don't know how many hours I have, but I have a lot of hours. I played both of the alphas and both of the betas. Well, I don't know how many alphas there were, but I was in the secret club where you couldn't talk about it. Had to sign an NDA. Now I can talk about it because the game's out. It's totally different from the alpha. It's much better, let's say. But yeah, definitely worth. If you are into MMOs, this is very much an MMORPG. It's one of the first of its kind in this generation of gaming, where we're coming out of battle royales and Fall Guy, party games. This is the first iteration of a really well done MMO. They did a really good job, in my opinion. And we got to make sure my character doesn't get logged out. I don't want to keep somebody's spot because there was literally 800 people trying to play the game before I just got in, but I've been sitting in queue for an hour and a half or 2 hours actually now. So I'm excited to be able to go jump in again. And I would stream it, but right now my stream setup and my game setup are separate. So I can't stream my gaming setup right now. I have to unplug literally everything, and it's not really something cumbersome. But I will be going live again on Twitch in a few hours if you guys want to come hang out. We're going to be doing some PvP, some player versus player, grinding against, the blade to earn some extra cash and stuff. So if you guys want to watch that, it'll be on Twitch. There's the link /Topic Tech. Super easy to find me there. And yeah, really enjoy being there. Some Ordinary Gamers, as a YouTube, aka Muta, made a very informative information about the situation you're interested. Oh, interesting. Not to say that it isn't a great fun game, but he said so himself. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm up from well, Baboso, better get logged in because now there's a queue. Everybody got off work, everybody's done with school, and they're all logged back in because I had to wait an hour and a half to get it. I just got it. I'm about to play. I'll be live again on Twitch, probably in a little while. I gotta figure out dinner before 7. 7 is our time. But yeah, I'll definitely check out Some Ordinary Gamer.
Ni hao, gozaimasu, ni hao.
Oh gosh. Hold on. Is that? Yeah, that's this. Okay, I can mute that. Perfect. There is in-game chat as well too that you guys can hear. I just muted it. So, how long is the queue? Mine took an hour and a half. I was at number 800. Yeah, you said an hour and a half. Yeah. It could be better. It could be worse. I need to actually get on and get Image logged in as well too. So I guess this is a good point to stop the stream. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for asking questions. Very nice to meet some of you guys and girls to the channel. Glad to have you here. Like I said, I'll be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/TopicTech. If you guys want to watch some more content and see me, sweatily play and get good at, MMOs. Any tech-minded people will absolutely love his YouTube channel, by the way. Just saying. Hey, yeah, I'm excited. I just started typing. You said Some Ordinary Gamer. I'll have to check him out. I'm always like I'm in the mood, not mood, but like I'm in the mindset of looking for new content to see or watch. Some Ordinary Gamer. Perfect. 2.89 million subscribers. Yeah. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah. I'm not subscribed to him, but I know exactly. Yeah. He talked about a lot of stuff with
Look at this level 25 right here. Disgusting.
Why can you still hear that? I don't know. Either way. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Or later tonight. Either way. Goodbye. This is for you, V. There's the fireworks for you, man.